Fried rice at home come out wet and sticky. At a Chinese restaurant, dry and fluffy. Every grain separate. Same ingredients. Rice, eggs, soy sauce, oil. The whole difference is one thing. The restaurant keeps pulling water out of the rice, while at home we keep adding it without noticing. Even better, there's a moment when you can actually hear that the rice has finally worked. Let's cook and catch every detail along the way. We'll start at the rice, because that's where most of the water hides. The main rule here is simple: use less water than usual. For every cup of rice, exactly 1 cup of water, not more, whatever the package says. Rinse the rice the easy way, straight into a sieve, add water and stir it with a whisk. The wires reach every grain at once, and the cloudy starch drains right off. Give it a few changes of water. You're done when it runs clean. Now set it to cook. Less water means drier rice, and dry rice won't clump or steam in the pan. And forget the myth about all-day rice. What matters isn't age, it's dryness. If you want real math, rinsing the rice is 70% of success. The right amount of water, another 20. And the right cooking time, the last 10. And the time about 10 minutes at a simmer, but my timer runs start to finish, so it says 14. Once the rice is cooked, don't cover it. Do the opposite, fluff it with a fork and let the steam escape, so extra moisture leaves the rice before it ever hits the pan. But the biggest water trap is still ahead, so remember this moment. While the rice dries out, let's prep the rest. Slice the green onions thin. The classic cut is about 3 cm, but here the finer is better. Then the eggs, and there's water hiding here too, so we'll remove it in 2 ways at once. First, a little trick. Crack the eggs into a sieve over a bowl and let the watery part of the white drain off. What stays in the sieve, the yolk and the thick white, is what goes into the dish. The watery white has no business here. Second, don't overbeat them. Just a few strokes with a fork. Overbeaten egg break down and release water too. Next, the pan. Get it good and hot. No thermometer needed. Hold the palm above it, and when the heat pushes back, it's ready. Then add the oil, a couple of tablespoons of something neutral, because olive can't take this heat. And the eggs go in first, not the rice. A few seconds, break them into soft pieces with a spatula and take them out before they brown. Here's why the eggs get fried separately and come out of the pan. Your burner at home is weaker. Dump everything in at once, the pan cools down, and instead of frying, you're back to steaming. So we cook in stages, and the rice gets a clear, blazing hot pan all to itself. As a bonus, the egg stays in soft pieces instead of turning into a wet film on the rice. And here it is, the moment you were told to remember. Crank the heat up even higher and spread the rice in one thin layer, not a pile. A mound of rice just makes steam again. Hear that crackle? That's the last of water leaving the rice. That sound means the rice is frying, not stewing, and this is exactly where the grains turn dry and separate. All that's left is the flavor, and one last water trap. Don't put soy sauce straight onto the rice, or you'll soak it all over again. Instead, run it around the hot edge of the pan, let it sizzle for a second, and only then stir it in. Time to bring the eggs back. Add the green onions, a few drops of toasted sesame oil, the dark, nutty one, and give it a few last turns to carry that aroma through. That's the beauty of this dish. Nothing fancy, pantry staples, and as close to the real thing as a home stove gets. Done! Look at that! Every grain separate, the egg in soft pieces, the rice dry and fluffy. Turns out, the whole secret of restaurant fried rice isn't in the ingredients, it's in how much water you take out along the way. Enjoy! If you turned a spot in your kitchen, please like and subscribe. See you next time!